Welcome all. Welcome to a generously younger episode.
Whoa! A youthful episode?
Ooh, maybe it's an adolescent episode.
A child triggering
episode.
It's probably in your watch list. Where today we're gonna be talking about
Adolescence.
So I feel some type of way a little bit saying this, but it is so refreshing to have something that we're not gonna verbally accost.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of weird, but not really.
I have not a darn negative.
There is not one bad thing we have to say about the show. This show is fucking phenomenal.
A 4-episode miniseries coming out of Netflix with Stephen Graham heading as a producer, writer. I don't think he directed it, but
I said this while we were watching this, right?
Yeah.
It was the episode 3.
Yeah.
And then again in episode 4. This is the first thing I've seen in quite some time where I went, damn, this could be a 10.
Yeah. And it very well could be. You can find out, watch the whole video, but
yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah.
But you follow this bitch. So it's all one take, right? They shot this shit one take. Which, do you think they fucked up at any point where they had to start back over from the beginning?
In some of the articles I've read and videos I've seen, like the first episode was the second take, right?
Oh, for real?
And then the last episode was like the 50-second take.
Oh, so each episode is one take, not the whole project.
No, yeah, each episode is one take.
Okay, so the first episode was the second take.
Yeah.
And then the last episode was
like the 50-second.
The 50th, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially with that car scene.
Car scene, the emotions needed in that final episode.
Which, can we talk about Sugar, bro?
I mean, okay, if you watch the episode on 1,000 Blows,
Sugar is in this bitch.
Sugar, the guy who plays Sugar, Stephen Graham.
And he wins the Dad of the Year award.
Dad of the Year.
I can't be bothered
with
how good of a dad this man was.
There was an aura of professionalism throughout this entire show.
Yo, it started in the first episode. We both kind of commented on the fact that, like, damn, like, these motherfuckers are really good at their individual roles / jobs.
Yeah.
And then as you continue to watch the show, it was like, damn it. Basically, not one of these motherfuckers at any point or time missed.
No.
You already know my little celebrity crush is Aaron Doherty in this.
Aaron Doherty. Episode 3, honestly, I believe is the best episode in the show. In the four part.
That shit.
And it's
the little boy slayed that shit.
It's a psychological episode.
She was the independent assessment on his psyche.
On a psychiatric or psychology.
Yeah, they had him in Crazy J.
You see this kid. From all stuff I've read, this is just like his legit first acting role.
Oh, we gonna see him again.
Again.
He has landed the ride of his life.
Look for him in the future and damn near one project a year. I think
we're gonna see an amazing career come out of him.
I haven't felt that way since I first saw Timothy Chalamet in the past.
Yeah, I was about to say, he bitch slapped that role. Yeah. He made that role his bitch. He was in it to win it.
It was the emotion.
But let's back it up just a little bit, because I want to unpack that.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull up to these people's house.
Yeah.
Break down the door. Like, that's how you start this 4-episode saga of amazingness.
Saga is a good word for it.
But the cops are there. They knock down the door. Guns, not blazing, but guns blazing. They pull up and be like, "Hey, little bro, you under arrest." And you see this family have to just act in
the moment.
And be like, what the fuck's going on? Why are we arresting my child, my brother? He didn't do this. Oh my God. And you see the arrest to get into the police station to the interviews, right? Bro. That cop was a good cop.
Mm-hmm.
The one leading the, what did they call him? A DI?
The detective inspector.
The detective inspector. Bro, he was such a good dude. And he knew from the jump, he did it.
Yeah.
From the jump. But basically, this young man is accused of murdering a little girl. And is adamant he didn't do it. Like, in the first episode, I was like, damn.
You're supposed to believe he didn't do it.
We also do skits. blasts from the past, new music coming out regularly, new album dropping here in roughly 2 weeks.
Music video dropping Saturday.
Yeah, music video dropping Saturday. I got a lot of cool content and a lot more. We are reaching being able to announce some other things to you. I think we still got another 2 months.
Yeah, that's probably right.
2-3 months, but some really cool shit from us coming real soon, as well as things behind the scenes. Thank you so much. And if you're new, I'm Inett.
I'm TJ.
And this is what we be doing.
Facts.
You really thought this nigga didn't do it.
No, and you were meant to believe it. I'm gonna start where you did too. It's from the moment it starts, the power of the performances. It plays like a play that you would watch on a stage.
It really does.
And you're the gravitas and the professionalism and just the independent accuracy of their roles and performances take you out of the reality. Like there's not a lot of things that can actually take you out of the reality and not be like a fantasy or something fantastical in a way that's meant to draw you out.
Which I feel strongly about because I gravitate towards sci-fi.
Yeah,
fantasy,
same here. Yeah.
Because I truly want to feel like I'm escaping reality.
Yeah.
I truly want to feel like I'm not on this plane, which is a whole nother fucking conversation. But you're right, watching this shit, I really felt I didn't feel like I was sitting on my couch.
No, it felt like you were entranced in a really good book.
I was that one cameraman in Solo Level in season 2, just like running in the background trying to catch all the angles, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As it goes forward and you see it, you get to experience the relationship between the unknown about this entire process.
Yeah.
They played that particular unknown well. To a degree I didn't expect. This will get Emmys, I think. This will be nominated for Golden Globes.
I don't disagree.
I think this kid should win an Emmy. I think.
Low key.
I think if they had unfortunately they don't have a category for for younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
But even with this role, I think Stephen Graham should be nominated.
Now, I've seen him in 2 projects now, relatively close together.
Yeah.
To see his range, honestly, it's very impressive because he wasn't shit until the end of Thousand Blows.
Yeah.
But you didn't really get to that in the end, which
I mean, he carried that gravitas there too.
Hands off to his role there.
Yeah.
But to see him, this was a completely different person. Bro was a good dad. He was a good husband.
He didn't play the villain.
Yeah, he was the good guy trying to hold it down. There was one point, right, where I was like, damn, why y'all dealing with it? And bro, they literally spoke to it immediately. It's just like, why are we gonna move? We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything. Why we gotta go somewhere else? And I was like, damn, he trying to hold his family down right now.
The big thing, you felt his stress.
Yeah, at all times.
You felt his stress and his. He played the role of holding that in.
Yeah.
To the most tea I've ever seen, holding it down, being all right while not being all right.
Yeah.
And wanting to cry but never crying, but still having those times where he does let it out. That yin and yang. He played it too so fucking well. And his kid, and the wife and the daughter
acting. Bro, you can see that in that man's forehead the entire time. I swear to you.
The uncomfortable parts feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, they do.
Especially in that 3rd episode with Aaron Doherty playing a psychologist.
Yeah.
There's moments in the episode where the kid just pops off.
Yeah, where you see he a little cray.
And
he a little cray.
And you can at the end of the episode, Aaron Doherty's character kind of has a mini breakdown. Nothing crazy, but you can tell like
she powered through that shit to the end like a professional.
She was scared. She was scared,
but she was actually uptight.
Yeah.
So, not really knowing, and then seeing the video at the end of episode 1.
Yeah.
But still really not knowing.
Like I personally wanted to still believe that he didn't do it. I thought they were gonna go in a different direction.
So
I thought it was gonna be like a thriller type thing.
It was definitely a 50-50, right? Because it was like you really didn't see young man's face.
No, you didn't. But that was my mistake. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a thriller when it was really a dramatic a dramatic representation of what it looks like when somebody is actually guilty.
Before Bro ever said what I did,
yeah,
when he was getting interviewed by Aaron, bro, I knew in that interview the first time he popped off, I was like, oh, young man did it.
Yeah.
Young man, a little crack.
Yeah.
Right? And then we continued to unpack that. Like, she was so surgical with her psychology.
Hats off to the writers.
Yeah, yo, like, I believed every single piece. The real awkward as fuck security camera dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You felt
the motherfuckers that came in to do the examination whenever they processed him initially. Dude's female partner in the investigation.
Yeah.
The fucking ain't shit kids and the teachers.
And the whole school.
Of this whole school.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was well done. They put work into it, and it's nice to see. I'm not gonna say real acting, but like that kind of level.
Real acting displayed properly.
Yeah, the professionalism was one of those things I noticed off the bat. Every single role was hit. Every single dialogue punch was punched. Every single emotional state was hit. To the face acting in this show is on a different level because there's are you trying? Because it's one shot. There are lulls. There are lulls in the visually,
which was the beef of the last episode for me. We talked about this, right? Where I got the closure I needed in that last episode, and honestly, that last episode is what dialed it from its 10 rating for me. If I'm being so real, which no spoilers on my rating. But that's where I was like, ugh, this isn't what I wanted. It's what I needed.
Yeah.
But this isn't what I wanted. And you addressed it. You were like, yo, like whenever he called and was like, hey, happy birthday, Dad. I know it's bad timing.
I'm gonna plead
guilty.
That's when it ended for me too. Right then and there.
Yeah.
Because we were talking. I would much rather have seen a courtroom.
That's what
guilty
I wanted.
Verdict.
You know, not necessarily them in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a courtroom, anything.
Yeah.
And then like the gentle, like scene of processing him and them going
after,
and them going into that.
Yeah.
That's what I would have preferred. But also, One Take Timmy's and all that, they did a phenomenal job. I really have nothing to complain about other than being picky. That's the only part that had me like, damn.
We had to get that guilty verdict. He had to tell his parents on his dad's birthday, that he is gonna plead guilty. For us to get that scene when they got home, which honestly was a testament to the emotional acting of those actors.
Yeah.
Because you going into his room, tucking in the berries. It's
Home Depot.
Yeah, the Home Depot scene. I mean, it's not really Home Depot. But
I know.
I don't know what they say.
I don't know what it is, but
it's their version of Home Depot.
They went to
Britain.
Home Depot.
It deserves your watch.
If it's not in your watch list,
it
needs to be in your watch list.
This isn't everybody's cup of tea. This is not everybody's cup of tea.
I don't care if you don't like tea. Let me be the person to put you on the tea. Bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people. I mean, just to face the fact. Excuse me. Just to face the fact, a lot of people watch the same things over and over.
I feel it.
You know what I mean? They do. And if they do watch anything new, it's something, visually appealing. It's not quite that, but I think people who are watching this, because if you're watching this, you just got taste, period.
You talking about our show? Or
the show.
Oh yeah, you just got.
Yeah, you just got taste.
Hey, I was trying to let y'all know it got an 8.4 on IMDb.
Undervalued.
Undervalued indeed, but I mean that's still high. This all happened because bro shot his shot and got shot. This is all like, which is absolutely no excuse.
Of course,
that he stabbed his little girl 7 times.
Also, it speaks to the fact that you can come from a fantastic home,
bro. His family was immaculate,
and still.
They covered that in the scene where they were like, bro, he was home, he was safe, he was in his room.
Nothing.
How are we to know that we made this demon?
Yeah.
They literally made an angel and a demon.
Dealing with that mentally at the end as well, at the final episode.
So some
what did we do wrong?
A little kid like that come from my loins. I won't be that shot. Crash out, little dude.
And again, this is not for everybody.
It's not.
If you're not a show person, if you don't acknowledge that acting. It's gonna feel boring.
Which it's great to touch on with the reviews. Every review that was good, even the bad ones that I saw, because there was a couple 1 and 3 stars that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
They all had felt the need to touch on the fact that, hey, this acting was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everybody. You should watch it. I don't even care if you don't like this type shit.
Yeah, please.
You should watch
Please
this.
watch it.
Because it's that good.
Promote originality. Promote that originality.
Please, because this was original.
Yeah.
Bro, and then watching the processing and seeing stuff that you wouldn't normally see. Like, I felt like I was, in a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in a little crazy juvenile detention center. I felt like I was in this family house.
Yeah, I did.
I felt like I was in a car with them. Which that car shot, I'm gonna stand by that. How the fuck they do that?
So there's got to be a mount on the hood.
Okay.
That can do that circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whenever they got there was somebody there that was able to move it.
Okay.
But let's get through the rating.
I woke up today and I realized that sunlight traveled 93 million miles to get blocked by me.
Powerful.
That's a different type of shade. You can go first.
You want me to go? Okay. Let me fuck around. Let me give it to 9.9. Yeah. This is from start to finish if you ever seen the movie Birdman with Michael Keaton, it's a similarly filmed movie, but I think that acting in this particular show spits on a level that you don't get from your stuff you see in the movies nowadays. Disney could never touch this.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Disney could never
lie to you. I was thinking about that ever. Disney
could never touch this.
Disney can't even see this in their sleep.
No, they're not even sniffing this. This isn't even approaching their ballpark. Here's the thing. When you find a show that not only has the story, the acting, the writing, the emotion, the giggles, and because there was light comedy, there was always light comedy because there's light comedy in life. It has a 1-to-1 comparison with what I think a situation this would look like, and it exceeded my expectations for how I thought I was going to feel about this, and that's why I think because of all I put together and of how good it is, I feel comfortable giving it 9.9, and I believe that's my highest rating given on the show in the however many episodes I've given it. So, go ahead.
This is so difficult for me because truly, I did not lose interest until that last episode. That was where I went. You know what I mean?
And I think even then it was still after the guilty verdict.
But it was still so good. Mm-hmm. I think 9.9 is fitting. But I don't know if this is 9.9 for me. Also, in its genre form, like if I were to, I can't even think of a parallel that I would rate a 10. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I can't think of one right now. Can you?
For me?
Yeah.
A 10?
Yeah.
Birdman.
Oh, Birdman's a 10 for you? Going? I'm really torn between two here.
This would have been a 10 if the ending for me was
swear.
If this would have been a 10, if they said, hey, I'm gonna be guilty at the close about 5 to 10 minutes towards the end, right? And then we got that emotional breakdown into the tuck-in.
Because he tucked the fuck out that little teddy bear for real.
I think that would have sealed the deal for me, and it was the fact that he said, hey, I'm gonna plead guilty, and then we sat in silence for a couple minutes, which is fine. You have to do that in a movie like that or a show like that. That's the way it's filmed. But that was the only time I felt the lull.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give it the 9.8. And here's why. I have been struggling with 9.75, so I'm going to just be chill about it and round up to the 9.8. Had they finished strong, this would be a flat 10. Yeah. And they still did finish strong. I'm just being nitpicky about it.
Of course.
9.8.
With stuff like this, the only thing you can do is nitpick.
Yeah, 9.8. This is such a good fucking show. Obviously, this is in its own art form or genre in the art form. I feel like had we gotten this level in 1,000 Blows or I still
think 1,000 Blows is really good too.
Yeah, but if we had gotten this with like a little bit more on the side or additional story. You know, maybe a little bit more action, maybe another case.
No, I think this is perfect as a miniseries.
For sure.
Yeah, I think they did the right amount with my really only issue, I think yours too, was that minute ending.
Yep.
And I mean, I really want to write these guys a blank check. You know what I mean? Go
be like, hey, can you make more?
Go make more. Like
do something else.
Yeah, do something else. I want to see what you guys can do with no restrictions.
Yeah.
Because
they cook.
If Disney's writing or Netflix, I mean, dude, if Netflix wrote, which we haven't released that episode yet, but we did an episode on the Electric State. If episodes dropping 370 million on straight to streaming bullshit like that, you can give these guys fucking $1 billion. Like
and be fine.
Dude, they'll make the best thing you've ever seen in your whole fucking life.
In your existence, dude. Like, hire these type people, bro.
Yeah.
If you saw it, what did you think about it?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, how did you feel about it before you saw this episode? Let us know in the comments.
Please check it out.
Please
check it out. It should be in your watch list. You need to see it.
On everything.
It's 4 episodes. They're about between 40 minutes and an hour apiece.
Which sucked only for the last episode.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I gotta go to work
Do
in
your
the
thing.
morning. I kind of about this last episode. It's all long.
Wheeler things. Peace to your couch.
Love to your family.
And guys, don't hopefully your kids aren't bad.
Hey, check on your kids, bro.
Check on your kids.
Make sure that they ain't getting bullied. Make sure that they ain't around folk that'll give them knives. Make sure that they ain't sucking up things that will negatively impact and imprint on them into adulthood. You know, like there's a lot of toxic shit in the world. I'm on a soapbox right now, but this is gonna be an easy one. How many kids you want?
In life?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Give a fuck what you think. Thinking about future estates, attending the fate of the greats. If I called you, would you be there? Got no time for fake shit. My circle tight, a couple flights, toes touching ground elated. Professional and turning up, returning home unscathed and safely. Call me crazy on the quest for rest and safety, baby. Save me, look, it's simple.